Hello and welcome to a review of X-Men Days of Future Past, the 7th installment in the X-Men series of films. I'm aware that this is kind of a late review considering the film was released more than a month ago, but as I'm less of a professional critic and more of a film enthusiast, it seems as good a place as any to start. First of all, let's talk about the story. The film opens in a grim near future where mutants are being relentlessly hunted down and executed by unstoppable machines known as Sentinels. A resistance group consisting of Professor X, Kitty Pryde, Storm, Wolverine and Magneto, as well as several others, launch a final, desperate attempt to save mutant kind by sending Wolverine's consciousness back in time to 1973 to prevent the slaughter ever taking place. In order to do this, Wolverine must save the life of the creator of the Sentinels, Bolivar Trask, from an assassination attempt by Mystique, as this act results in the government retaliating against mutants. To assist him in this mission, he recruits the younger versions of Charles Xavier and Magneto, as well as Beast and the super speedster Quicksilver. The time travel element of the plot works remarkably well here. The introduction of Wolverine, a man from the future, into the lives of Xavier and Magneto makes for enjoyable interactions between the characters, and the whole idea is a unique way of bridging the gap between X-Men First Class and X-Men 3. The storyline also allows some hugely entertaining action sequences and set pieces, and it's the combination of this and the sharp script that makes the film engaging. Overall, the plot is everything it needs to be. It's complex in some ways, but relatively easy to understand, although if you're unfamiliar with the previous films in the series, you'll probably find it a lot less straightforward. Another large attraction in the film is its characters. The circumstances they're thrown into and the choices they make help to further develop the audience's understanding of their personalities and motivations. Wolverine's goal is to save the future by rescuing Trask from Mystique. Xavier and Beast, on the other hand, are out to save Mystique from herself and prevent her becoming a killer. And, as usual, the true intentions of Magneto are shrouded in mystery for a large portion of the film. It's interesting to see what drives each of these characters forward, and how their ideas on the relationship between humans and mutants differ and change throughout the course of the film, a quality I believe is essential for a story like this. And then there's Quicksilver, the young mutant and compulsive thief with super speed. He's without a doubt the most compelling new character introduced within the film, thanks to the script, Evan Peters' performance, and an extremely well-crafted action sequence from his perspective. If I have a problem with the characters, it's probably the fact that the members of the Resistance we're introduced to at the beginning are given very little development in comparison to the others, which makes it difficult to form any kind of attachment to any of them. However, for the most part, the characters are all engaging and relatively complex, and provide the film with genuine heart and personality. These characters are brought to life brilliantly by the cast. Michael Fassbender continues to make a great Magneto, Hugh Jackman is endlessly watchable as Wolverine, Evan Peters is fantastically smooth as Quicksilver, and Peter Dinklage does a good job as the sadistic scientist Trask. Jennifer Lawrence is also superb in her portrayal of a vengeful, passionate, but ultimately uncertain Mystique. And of course, it's difficult not to mention James McAvoy as Charles Xavier. His performance as a struggling, emotionally unstable and pessimistic version of Patrick Stewart's character is so believable that it's easy to accept them as the same person. Even the actors in smaller roles, such as Ellen Page and Hal Berry, are impressive. And frankly, it's an extremely well-cast film, boasting solid performances from all its A-list actors. Overall, I'd say you'll enjoy this most if you've seen and enjoyed previous X-Men films, and maybe less so if you haven't, but it's definitely worth a watch. It boasts a script that isn't exactly thought-provoking, but is far from unintelligent, action scenes that won't fail to grab your attention, great performances, and a solid, enjoyable plot. However, I'm not doing reviews because I think my word is final. Like I say, I'm nothing more than an enthusiast, and if you've seen Days of Future Past and have your own view on the film, feel free to comment on this video and share your opinions. After all, films are made to be enjoyed and discussed. Thanks for watching this video, and, well, hopefully I'll see you again soon.